It looks pretty good, but is this one of those pyramid things?
You're familiar with Mary Kay Cosmetics, right? So Mary Kay, they do about $3 to $4 billion a year, one of the top cosmetic brands in the world. They're a network marketing company, and I'm sure you're savvy enough to realize that's not a pyramid scheme, right? Okay, well, World Ventures, we're like the Mary Kay of travel. We're the largest network marketing travel company in the world. So, not at all. You ready to get started?
Your posture answering this objection is the most important in the whole world. There's so many companies in the network marketing industry that have not been the greatest companies, and obviously we can't do anything about that, but there is that stigma out there of a friend who has a cousin who got involved in one of those deals. So this will come up from time to time, and Matt did a great job of clearly saying that not all companies are like that. He references Mary Kay. Our co-founder Wayne Nugent always said that he wanted to be the Mary Kay of travel, meaning that Mary Kay is the biggest cosmetics company in the network marketing industry, so we wanted to be the biggest travel company in the network marketing industry, and as we know of the filming of this video, that's exactly who we are. So it's a wonderful analogy to just basically point out that we are a very legitimate company doing business just like Mary Kay.
It looks really good, but is this one of those pyramid schemes?
I know exactly where you're coming from. That is actually what I thought when I saw it. But let me tell you what I found. Pyramids are actually illegal. Pyramids are when you take somebody's money in exchange for no product. Look, World Ventures is legal in all 50 states. We are in 24 countries now. We are the fastest growing leisure travel company in the world. And I'm going to show you a couple of people that have come into my life. We have a magazine in World Ventures called Living Proof. And right here is Dr. Troy Brown. Dr. Troy Brown was an anesthesiologist. He was able to walk away from that. He has time freedom and financial freedom, and you're not going to have a doctor get involved in a pyramid that's illegal. We have every walk of life. Trust me, if this wasn't something legal, we wouldn't be doing it. Are you ready to get started with us?
Janie does a phenomenal job of answering this. You can't do it any better, really. And again, she uses the tool to show many of the people that are involved in this company and clearly letting people know that folks of that caliber would not be involved in something that wasn't a business. It was totally on the up and up.
It looks pretty good, but is this one of those pyramid things?
No, it's totally not a pyramid. I get where you're coming from because like it has a shape of a pyramid, but every single structure, you know, the church, the government, you know, most companies we work for have that type of structure.
So what Jefferson's saying here is a really good point. In virtually any company, you have one CEO at the very top. Then you have vice presidents at the next level. If it's a small company, maybe there's 2 or 3. Sometimes there's 20 or 30. Then you're going to have regional managers, and there's certainly a lot more of them. And then you have maybe local managers, and there's a lot more of them. And just keep it simple, we have employees on the bottom. So in many different corporations, in many different organizations, there's less people, obviously, at each rank the higher you go up. So many companies end up looking exactly like a pyramid.
Would all these major travel suppliers from around the world do business with us if we were doing something illegal? Of course not. You know, would Mike and Wayne get the finalist award from Ernst & Young in 2010 and they were nominated if we were illegal? No. Okay, and so the thing is the illegal pyramid is exchange of money with no product. We've got a product. And the other litmus test is this, you know, does this product, could it sell on the shelf without an opportunity attached to it? The answer is yes. Because a lot of companies out there, or a lot of, I guess what you could say, pyramids, that product has to have an opportunity attached to it. This one doesn't. People travel all the time. Travel memberships, vacation club memberships have been sold for decades and decades for way more than what we're charging. So we're only charging, you know, $199 US for the membership, you know, and either 27 or 55 a month. Hardly gonna big risk for anybody. But the main thing is this, is that if you see yourself traveling the world, you're gonna pay less with us versus going out in the marketplace and paying retail. And so that's how that works.
Jefferson says something very important there, that the product must stand alone from the opportunity for it to be a really legitimate company. And we do, folks. Travel clubs have been around long before World Ventures, and there's travel clubs that cost a lot more than what World Ventures is charging. And the people who go on our dream trips are very happy with the result. I don't know the exact statistics, but it's 85 or 90% of people who are going on these dream trips are staying with their membership. So it's a really good product that people really do use and love.
It looks really good, but is this one of those pyramid things?
Well, understand when you're looking at this idea that when we draw out our business structure and we draw out our compensation plan, since we want to explain it so everybody knows how it works, it actually looks, like a pyramid structure. My first night, I was so naive, never having any experience in this industry, never reading any books on it. I don't know if you've taken courses. It's called network marketing. It's a huge industry worldwide, but I didn't know much about it, and I didn't know pyramid was a legal term. I'm sure you didn't either. That's why you used it, because you wouldn't think I would be doing something illegal, just like I wouldn't think you would be doing something illegal.
Eric does a great job there and makes a phenomenal point. Notice how nice he was when he was saying those things. But the bottom line is he really does point out that when someone says that to you, they're almost implying that you are doing something illegal. And needless to say, if they were to think it through, bottom line is they probably wouldn't even have brought it up in the first place. However, based on some of the industry stigma that we definitely know and acknowledge, we understand why people say this kind of stuff. But the way Eric just addressed that is excellent.
So what a pyramid is, just so you know, is the exchange of money with no product. So it would be called a birthday club or back in the day a Ponzi scheme, something like that. But obviously you understand we're not doing something illegal here. We have distinct products. We're sending people on vacations all over the world. We have the Dream Trips Life offering. So we're more similar to a lot of the other companies, the household names that you've heard of in our industry. So for me, if you draw out the structure of any business, so if you work at a major company, or really even a small company, there's always a CEO where there's one of those guys, and then there's a VP and there's two of those guys, and there's high-level managers and there's 5 of those guys, and then there's mid-level managers and there's 10 of those guys. And if you draw out any major structure, our government, a corporation, pretty much any major structure, it looks like a pyramid. So you're actually in a pyramid at your job, and I'm trying to get you out today. Are you ready to get started?
Really good for you to just notice Eric's energy and his posture throughout this entire piece. He's very calm, very relaxed, very genuine, very transparent, and he's giving people very logical reasons why this clearly is not some sort of illegal pyramid.
It looks pretty good, but is this one of those pyramid things?
Look, I get it. I understand. Let me ask you a question first. What would be your definition of a pyramid? Because most people don't know what an actual pyramid is. The definition of a pyramid is the exchange of money with no service or product. We obviously have an unbelievable product, and pyramids are illegal, and I wouldn't be doing anything that was illegal. See, most people think that because they say, oh, the way it's shaped, and look, I get it, but here's the deal. You work at a bank. So here's the thing. You've got the president of the bank, you've got a couple of vice presidents, you've got some regional managers, you've got some financial advisors, and then you've got a bunch of bank tellers. What is that shaped like? I get it, a pyramid. So here's the thing though, is the bank president gonna come down and teach that teller how to make more money than him? No, but here's what's cool with what we're doing. I'm gonna come down and teach you how you can make more money than me, because if you're not successful, I'm not successful. That's why it's not a pyramid. So you ready to get started?
I think you notice here that in the beginning, Bethany's almost a little bit indignant with someone implying she'd be doing something illegal, and she's very emphatic about making clear that she would never be involved in something like that. So just a great way to explain it. She clearly goes through explaining sort of what I did on how all companies end up taking the shape of a pyramid type situation, but she makes a really great distinction that in a typical corporation, the people at the top rarely can take someone at the bottom and show them how to make just as much or even more money. And that's why our business is even better than a traditional corporation would be set up like.